I've spent close to 3 years in the trenches studying the differences between coaches making $20,000 a month and ones making $200,000 a month from their DMs. And in this video, I want to share with you the full DM appointment setting system that can add a potential zero to your current revenue. So let's get into it, right? The first thing that I want to show you, and the first thing that we need to make sure is set in place is the offer details and the pricing structure. So this includes, first of all, who are we helping, right? Is it males, females, or vice versa, or even both, right? And what problem are we solving, right? So if we include both together, if you're in the fitness niche, you're a fitness coach, for example, right? Who are you trying to help, males or females, right? And then are you trying to help them with bodybuilding, with fat loss, with even both, or with different things in that niche? And if you're a BizOp coach, are you trying to help beginners, advanced people, or even both, right? And are you trying to help them make money if they're beginners, or trying to help them scale if they're advanced, or again, both? Because when you understand this, then you can understand what I'm going to show you later. And then finally, you want to see, are you selling something low ticket or high ticket, right? So with that info in mind, and once you have gathered all of these and you're certain about them, then you can go on and build your full DM setting funnel setup. And this includes the DM script, the calendar form, and the post-booking nurturing, right? So let's start with the DM script. Now, I've done a video that covers the full best DM script that every online coach needs, and that's mainly for business opportunity coaches. But as a fitness coach, you can find value in it as well. Now, the general criteria that you need to have in your DM setting script to make sure that you grow enough trust and rapport with the leads and also qualify them very well is, first of all, their goals, what they're trying to achieve, and then their obstacles, like what's stopping them from reaching their goals. And then you want to have a soft financial qualifier, and this is where you ask them, let's say you're a fitness coach, you ask them, oh, and by the way, what do you currently do for a living? Does it keep you stressed all day? And leads here think that you're asking them this question to try and help them and see if stress is affecting their fitness, right? And based on their response, like, yeah, money is stressing me, I don't have enough money, in a way, that's what they're saying, or work is stressing me, right? These two different responses can give you an idea of what their financial situation can look like. So that's why it's called soft. We don't know exactly how much money they have to invest into our low ticket or high ticket specifically, but we do have an idea of what they're most probably, like what side they're most probably to be on. And for business opportunity, questions, if you're teaching trading, for example, how much money do you need to be able to go full-time into trading? You can ask them this question if they already have jobs. So there are lots of nuances to this. There are lots of ways where you can frame the question in a way where you can get the info that you need. But it's really important to have this in place, because if you do have this, then it can save you a lot of time and energy in trying to go on to the next stages, which are permission to pitch. So this can be optional, right? When leads state their goals, their obstacles, etc., you can ask them, hey, like, are you open to advice? Right? And here, if they tell you yes, then you go on to propose the call, and then you send the calendar link. If they agree to this, of course, you handle any objections they have here. Send the calendar link and then do the post-booking rapport. This is something that a lot of coaches miss as well. It's important to make sure the leads have the link to the Zoom call, that they're ready, you have the correct phone number, and also tell them, like, hey, how are you feeling, right? If they're women, you're in the fitness niche. So these are like some additional nuances that I'm sharing here, but can really help, right? It shows that, okay, the call isn't just booked, right? You care about the lead, right? And they can feel it, they can sense it. So post-booking rapport is really nice here. Right, so with the DM script dialed in place, and when I say script, here you should be able to handle the cases where leads deviate from the script, like handle the objections, etc., but go back to the script. So have a solid structure, right? And if the leads deviate from the structure, make sure to get them back to it, maintain that authority frame. So once you have that set up, then you can know what to ask them in the calendar form. Now, here the basics are the name, the email, and the phone number. And if, let's say, you don't soft qualify them here in the framework, in the script, then you can add a qualification question that asks them like, how much are you able to invest, right? Now, this might decrease the percentage of leads who go through the calendar or actually book a call, but that's why it's so important to split test things and weigh the differences in the conversion rate drops and increases. And then we have the post-booking nurturing. So this includes the SMS messages, the emails, and everything that you send them before the call actually happens. And it's really important. And of course, you need to know basically what your offer looks like and what your pricing looks like in order to be able to build the proper post-booking nurturing. So with that in mind, for the framework as well, it's good to have like 6 touch points. This is like the sweet spot that we found after implementing this for a dozen different coaches. So once you have the full DM setting funnel set up, then you want to hook up the follow-ups, right? So you need the DM script to know how to build the follow-up system. And it's really important because, leads naturally drop off as the framework continues, as the script goes on. And with the follow-ups, it can save you a good amount of leads that can end up booking a call and turning it to clients. So it's a nice addition to have, and it's an essential as well, because it saves you a high percentage of leads and lead drop-offs in the funnel. And here's how we structure our follow-ups, right? So after 24 hours of no response from the lead, we send them the first follow-up. And again, if they don't respond after 24 hours, we send them the second one and the third one. And as you can see, there are different colors here, and each one is a customized follow-up sequence for each part of the DM setting script. And this, of course, increases conversions a lot. And to double click on how the follow-ups work specifically, as you can see, there's follow-up 1, follow-up 2, and follow-up 3. And let's say after we send them the calendar link, we send the leads a calendar link, then we follow up with them like this way. We send them, first of all, as follow-up 1, the video. We send them the video like, hey, we're able to schedule a time, my spots are filling up, blah, 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 right? And if they don't respond after 24 hours, then we send them something like, hey, name, we're able to make or take a minute to schedule the call. Just want to make sure you get a chance at this opportunity to achieve their goal. It might be to make money, to quit their job, to lose weight, whatever. And the follow-up 3 after another 24 hours of no responses. Hello, here to remind you, you still have a few slots in the calendar. Hope you can schedule a call. So you can see these follow-ups here are specific to this part of the framework, and each part has its own unique follow-up. So it's important for you to build them up. And we also have a way to send automated follow-up sequences that are also personalized through a 7-day window. We do that through ManyChat platform. It's fully legal, it's fully good, and we don't have to waste our sellers' time or the AI's time to go on and do the follow-ups and manually. So it's all automated here. Right now, after we're done with the follow-ups, it's important to understand what software stack to use to have the most efficient and most accurate DM setting system that you can have. And the first one is ManyChat. Of course, most of you know it here. We use it to handle the inbox, right? And also build the automations that we need. And what we connect it with is Notion. So we use Notion to have a KPI tracker. We track all the stats that we need. We have a CRM that also tracks everything. And we have a human X AI end of day report. So if you don't know yet, we have an AI DM setter that manages 80 to 90% of the conversations and SOPs and does the appointment setting setting for us. It does the same quality of appointment setting like the human setters, and even better if we give it like a better framework and more training. And we've implemented on dozens of accounts. So yeah, it's really, really powerful. With the Human X AI end of day report, if I want to double down on this, here's what we track specifically. We track, of course, the date of the end of day report, the page, if we have multiple pages for the coaches that they're running, what areas AI should improve in, that's from the human. So the human fills out everything. The human inbound leads, like the total inbound leads that come in, links for human inbound leads. So these are the leads that maybe AI doesn't take over. It's you can ignore it, but we have the human takeovers. How many leads does AI drop off to human setter? And the AI activated follow-ups, call proposed, calendar link sent, booked calls, calls rescheduled, call canceled, calls scheduled for the day, how many calls we have on the calendar, calls taken, calls closed, new revenue generated, new cash recurring, hours worked, and what the human setter can do better tomorrow. So these are the main things that we track to ensure that we have all the data we need to see the full efficiency and conversion of the funnel and the human performance as well, alongside AI. And we have a booked call section where we track all of our booked calls and their statuses. And by the way, guys, like all of these here are automated. There is no manual data entry that the human setter does. It's all automations on N8N, for example, and the AI DM setter that tracks all this data automatically all the time. So the AI DM setter not only tracks the data, but it also manages the entire conversations that are going on ManyChat. And you can say this is the future of appointment setting. Now I have a lot of other videos that go in depth on the results we've generated with it. You can check them out if you want. But yeah, I finally want to show you Slack. This is our main communications channel, and the main channels we use are the setter reports to see all of the reports and tag them if there's anything like we want to inquiry them about and improve. The quality control section, so this is for quality controlling the human performance and the setter performance and fixing stuff. Calls booked and the human takeover, this is for the human setter, right? And we also chat about strategy and everything on there. It's a nice, cool platform. So with this software stack in mind, this is how we achieve the most efficient DM appointment setting system that has the best conversion rates and the most accurate data tracking system. And yeah, this is pretty much the system. Now, our motto is install it once and run it forever. This is the power of AI that keeps on improving and evolving. I want to end this video with something very, very special for you guys. If you don't know who this guy is, his name is John D. Rockefeller. He wrote, of course, more than 38 letters, but I've read the book of his letters to his son, really interesting. And this guy was the richest man in the early 20th century, right? So he's written some really nice letters to his son that contain a lot of wisdom. So I thought, like, why not write a letter for you, the viewer, to share some of the wisdom, some of the experience that I've gotten throughout my time working in the appointment setting space. And so here it is. Let me read it for you. Dear coach who's ready to scale, pastor, setter, team. By the time you finish reading this, AI just sent more than 1,000 messages, or let's say 100 messages, across all of my clients' accounts with a booking rate above 12%, while your DM setters are thinking about what time their shift ends. So look, you have two choices. Option one is keep micromanaging your current setters, overpay them, and hope their grandma doesn't get sick. Or option two, let my team of experts and AI handle your DMs while you focus on bringing us more leads and bringing us more closers to take on the influx of booked calls you're gonna get with the DM setting infrastructure we install for you. If you want that extra zero on your revenue, as I promised you in the beginning of the video, and I mean a real zero, not the one your setter just booked who has zero money, then here's what you do. Click the link below, book a call. We'll install this entire system for you with a guaranteed higher booking rate than you already have. And yes, an AI will probably respond to your inquiry. Don't worry, It's trained not to book you if you're broke. Your loving DM sending mentor, Liam. P.S. Your competition is probably watching this video too. Just saying. So, ladies and gents, hope you found value in it. Hope this letter was also something you liked and found value in. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers.